Hi YouTube, it's your girl ColeeLocks. I know it seems as though I've been missing in action, although I'm sure many of you have gotten comments on your videos from me, and I do my best to get by each new subscriber's page to welcome them. And I know I have some new subscribers that have recently subscribed to me, and I'm really appreciative. I'm very close to the 150 subscriber mark, so that's pretty exciting. So I will be announcing the details of my contest when I hit, hopefully right when I hit 150, if not very close to that. But I am here today to do a tag video that, oh my gosh, is so long overdue. My girl ColeeLocks tagged me in her video Tag I'm In. And sorry guys, because I'm trying to do all this stuff on my new phone. But the questions I have listed here on my phone. So it's 5 questions, and I'm going to start now. The first question is 1. What inspires you? Wow. I would say probably the biggest thing that inspires me is probably other people. I have a lot of amazing people in my life, and people that I've just come into contact with, whether it's briefly or, like I said, friends that I've had for years, and they do some amazing things, you know, and a lot of times it inspires me to, you know, to look at my situation and to either appreciate my situation more or try to do more, because I look at them and I look at the things that they're going through in their life, and they just inspire me. One example I can definitely give you is one of my girlfriends, and we've been friends since she's middle school, guys. She recently has been like really getting into working out and exercising. She's a mom, she has 2 kids, and she's gonna try, well, she's training now to do the 5K in New York City for the Susan Komen breast cancer walk. And she has inspired me, and so I'm actually in the process of getting myself mentally prepared to also train so that I could at least try and participate in that with her in September. So like I said, I would say that a lot of the amazing people in my life are what inspire me, whether it was a teacher or early on in life, or like I said, a friend. I've just had amazing influences in my life, and it could be something very large or very small. Sorry you guys, I am outside and my dog is not happy about people practicing the fireworks. Question number 2. If you could chill with someone dead or alive, who would it be? Wow, that's a powerful question. I will say, and some of you might think I'm really strange for this, but one person that I would love to chill with would be Jimi Hendrix. I've read some things on him. I enjoy his music, and I just think he was a very interesting man. You know, separate out the, I guess, reputation of being, you know, on drugs and all that. He was a pretty deep guy, and he came up with some musical innovations long before other people were even doing what he was doing. And I would love to just chill with him. Another person, or I would say even persons, there have been, you know, family members who have passed on that I feel like they passed on when I was, you know, younger, and I didn't really get a chance to appreciate them, particularly my grandparents. All of my grandparents on both my mother and my father's side have all passed on. And I think if I had a chance, I would just really sit down with them and just really, you know, try to get to know them a little better, and maybe see, you know, what it is in me that might, you know, have come from them, my personality or whatever. So that answers number 2. Question number 3. Would you want a good life and a bad death, or a bad life and a good death? That is a strange question. I think everybody struggled with that. I think for me, my personal beliefs is that if I live a good life, then I'm promised a good afterlife. So I would say I want to live a good life, and I try to live a good life, and I try to be a good person. I'm not perfect by any means, but I say I try to live a good life so that I don't have, you know, a bad eternity. So that's how I'm going to leave that question. Number 4, do you know what your purpose is? My personal thoughts on that is that at some point in time, I hope one day to become a mother and be a parent and impact a life. But until that day, I think just interacting with people that I meet day to day, and, you know, letting my light shine, and, you know, in some cases being put in situations where I'm not surrounded by people who look like me or came from my background or, you know, circumstances, but I can sit down and have a conversation with just about anyone, and it closes the gap, I think, sometimes between generations, between religions, between races, cultures, so many things, you know, just by sitting down having a conversation. So what is my purpose? I sometimes think my purpose is to just be who I am, let my light shine, and maybe show other people that their perceptions may not be the case. And I also learn a lot from those experiences as well. Number 5, what person does your family or do your family and friends say you are most like? I would say if I'm being in a certain kind of mood or a place and I'm talking to my dad, he'll say I'm being like my mom. But I think I'm a good balance of both my parents. My mom can be kind of more on the serious side and, you know, always on the cautionary side of things. But she's a mom, and that's what moms do. Whereas my dad is like pretty laid back. He's fun. He's the jokester, you know. Nothing gets too serious. Every now and then things get to him, but he kind of likes to keep everything light and fun, and that's kind of where I am. My sense of adventure and travel, I know I get that from my father. So yeah, I would say definitely who am I most like? I say I'm probably most split between both of my parents, and I would just say overall in general, I have so many strong women in my family who have either raised children on their own or just always stand up for what they believe in, and always, you know, do the things that they need to do to live life to the fullest. And I am been so blessed to be surrounded by strong women in my life, and I like to think that I'm a strong woman, and a lot of that influence has come from those strong women in my life. I recently lost an aunt, and she was my dad's oldest sister. Well, it's kind of a tie because there's 2 sisters, but that's another story. But anyway, she was one of his oldest sisters, and she was quite the outspoken woman, and I like to think that, you know, she, you know, I got a little bit of my spunk and my attitude from her and all of my other aunts and my mother. So yeah, I hope that answers the question. Thank you so much, ColeeLocks, for tagging me. I'm sorry it took me so long, but here's the video. I hope you guys enjoy the response, and you guys should feel free, whoever's out there, if you haven't, because this tag's been around for a while, so if you haven't already done it, feel free to respond. Alright guys, talk to you later. Bye.